Hi, I'm Dr. Lori Schwartz Reichel. My career began in music education where I learned the importance of a key change, a shift, in the tonal center of a piece of music, often used to inject energy or produce significance. Eventually, I realized the impact of making key changes in all areas of my life and the desire to help others do the same. Making key changes can be difficult. I certainly don't have all the answers, but I do like to pose questions for reflection and offer actionable key changes for us to attempt in both our working and living situations. Together, we can unlock our greatest potential in collaboration with those we love, serve, and lead. Let's discover how we can grow together by making key changes. Years ago, I came across a quote by Clarence Buddington Kellen that stuck with me. It read, "My father didn't tell me how to live. He lived and let me watch him do it." I saved it, thinking, someday I'll use this quote for my father's eulogy. But then I thought, why wait? My dad is still very much alive, and I mean really living. Every day, he shows me and everyone he meets how to live with intention. Frank Schwartz. Just 2 syllables, but a name that holds a lifetime of love, mischief, music, and meaning. That's my dad. Born and raised in Nazareth, Pennsylvania, the 5th of 11 children in a large musical family, my dad inherited not just talent, but kindness, humility, and joy from his extraordinary family. As a kid, he was known to instigate his siblings like no other. That mischievous spark? Yep, still alive and well in my dad. After high school, he joined the 502nd Air Force Band in Biloxi, Mississippi, playing trombone and baritone. It was the height of the civil rights movement. My dad witnessed and endured racism up close. He was in a car shot at several times simply because his friend in the car with him was black. A taxi driver once sped off from delivering my dad on his ride when he discovered my dad was headed to an all-black neighborhood for Thanksgiving dinner. But my dad, he didn't see color then or now, only character. Within days of being discharged from the United States Air Force, my dad began his journey in music education at the University of South Alabama in Mobile. Later, he transferred to Westchester University of Pennsylvania, where he earned 2 degrees and met the beautiful Donna Palmerio, his wife of 51 years and counting. He began teaching in 1971 at the Northeastern School District in Pennsylvania, and he retired from that same district in 2002 as a pillar of the community. He taught music at every school in the district but one. And he and my mom have lived in the same house since the early 1970s, just a few houses away from the high school where my dad worked. That house has been renovated several times, and students have stopped by throughout the years for carols, cookies, and even crimes. My dad is father to me and my brother, and he's pop-pop to 5 beautiful grandchildren. He looks like Steve Martin, or that guy from Father of the Bride. And honestly, the resemblance is uncanny. And here's the thing. My dad's also a wild and crazy guy. My dad hasn't slowed down, not even at 80 years old. On July 20th, we celebrated his 80th birthday. But he's still outpacing us all on the golf course, in the game of life, and in the amount of energy he brings to every single day. At 80 years old, my dad participates in a winter bowling league. He plays golf twice a week through spring, summer, and fall and walks all 18 holes. He plays sports with his grandchildren, sliding into home plate last summer to tag his granddaughter out. He's the most competitive person we know at board games. He walks the neighborhood and beyond regularly. On our Jersey Shore vacations, he power walks the full 5-mile boardwalk daily, always faster than me. Once, I had to stop to get water. My dad paid for it. He conducts his church choir with heart and humor. He teaches private music lessons. He cooked maybe once when I was a kid, boiled hot dogs, but now he cooks daily meals. He helps with house repairs, mine and my brother's. He cares for my mom with patience and love. He constantly instigates my husband, claiming Philly teams are way better than Baltimore's. He's regularly mistaken for Steve Martin, and he has the most infectious laugh. He's Superman. He's kind. He's humble. He's active. He is the very definition of best dad, and he's taught me more than I could ever fit into a podcast about music, sports, service, and life. The best line my dad ever taught me to say or just to think was, "So what?" It has been his go-to response whenever I came to him upset, whether as a kid, a teen, or even now at 46 years old. "So what?" he would ask in a nonchalant way. So what if they don't like you? So what if they didn't invite you? So what if they doubt you? So what if they laugh at you? So what if they talk behind your back? So what if they don't hire you? So what if they don't believe in you? So what? Let them. Let it go. Move forward. Don't waste energy on what doesn't matter. My dad's living proof of that. Happy 80th birthday to my remarkable dad. My dad's not on social media. If he were, I'd tell you to follow him. But since you can't do that, I'll tell you this. Follow his example. Live a life of character and charisma. Remain as active as you're able. And when things don't go your way, just ask yourself, so what? At first, I was a little bummed that this episode wasn't number 80. I had considered waiting until then to publish this episode about my dad. But then I realized this is episode 76, and it couldn't be more perfect. 76 trombones from the Music Man immediately came to mind. If you know my dad, you know he made a living playing the trombone. So just like his age, this episode number feels magical. I truly love producing this podcast, and it means even more when listeners share how an episode, especially this one, about someone so close to me, has impacted them. So I'd love to hear from you. Please share your thoughts with me, and don't forget to pass the podcast along to others who might benefit from it. If you'd like to experience this content live, I'm available to speak at your school, company, or organization to help strengthen and unite your people through topics like overcoming burnout, boosting confidence, establishing effective routines, and aligning a shared vision. Let's connect and schedule a visit. And don't forget to check out the show notes for helpful resources. How are we making key changes to live the lessons that we learned from our loved ones? Thanks for listening. If you haven't done so yet, please consider rating and reviewing the Making Key Changes podcast on the Apple Podcast app. If you found this episode helpful, please consider sharing it with others and joining me again next week. In my coming episodes, I'll discuss topics that are most passionate to me, along with things I've been researching or areas of my life I have changed or want to change. You can learn more about me on my website, makingkeychanges.com. Feel free to message me through there or reach out on social media. I'd love to hear from you and learn about what key changes you hope to make.